So I have never meal planned in my life, and I feel like as a budget channel, it's probably something that I should have tried before. So in today's video, I'm actually going to meal plan for the very first time and actually see if it saves me some money. I don't necessarily have an issue with shopping in the grocery stores because I go with a certain amount of money. I tie it all up as I go along, and once I've run out of money, I just stop buying stuff. So I never necessarily go over budget, but I do tend to find that I don't have enough money for the things that I want. Sometimes I can't get complete meals, so we end up eating like rubbish because kind of have to. So in today's video, I'm going to be planning out my meals for the week, so breakfast, lunch, dinner for both Jake and I, because it's our shared money, and I'm going to see if I can either save money or it just becomes a bit easier. If you're new here, hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, welcome to Budget with Ira. On this channel we talk about paying down debt and saving up for the future that you deserve, bestie. If that sounds like something you like, please consider subscribing to the channel because we do have a hoot here, bestie. We really do. So anyway, I am on my way to Tesco today to get my groceries, but I have done my pre-planning already, so I have done the meal plan. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and let's meet up again when we talk about what I bought. Okay, so I'm going to do my meal plan. I'm going to do it in this March budget booklet. I don't know what is the current booklet at the moment, but at the time of filming this video, March has basically just released. So yeah, I'm going to do it in here. So I'm going to do it a little bit differently than you should, because this is sort of planned out for a month. I'm just going to do a week because baby steps, besties, baby steps. I'm going to do breakfast, my lunch, Jake's lunch, because obviously he works outside of home and the grocery budget covers his lunch as well, and then dinner here. So if I go breakfast, Ira lunch, Jake lunch and dinner, I'll put that there so I know what I'm talking about, and then as I go through I'm going to add the bits onto the shopping list for what I might need. So yeah, so breakfast is really easy because Jake and I are really boring for breakfast. We've always done like just cereal or muesli, which is basically cereal, but creatures of habit, so we will always have that for breakfast. Jake's lunch is really easy, so he'll need sort of like Monday to Friday it'll be just rubbish, so like Rustler's burgers, stuff like that. So I have to buy that stuff every single week, so I'm just going to put on the shopping list Jake lunch times 5. So that'll be something like a Russell's burger, a pot noodle, or it might be like a pasty or something. So he's quite happy with that. My lunch, super boring, but it makes me happy. So I either have soup or bagels. So I'm gonna get myself 3 soups, because I share lunch with my sister-in-law while she's helping me out at the moment. So I've got soup, bagel. I can't have soup or bagel 2 days in a row because that's so boring. So I need bagels and soup times 3. And I like getting those pre-baked rolls. You know those ones that are like halfway baked? I like getting those and having a couple of those each day. I don't know if they're good for you or not, but I like it with me soup. And then for us both together for lunch, so Saturday and Sunday, we'll tend to have lunch together. I'm thinking a fry up on the Saturday. So I need sausages, bacon, so like back bacon. We like unsmoked rather than smoked. And we need bread for toast. And then for lunch on the Sunday, what should we do? Let's have bacon and eggs. But we'll do bacon and eggs a little bit different. So we've got eggs already. Geez Louise, it's getting a long shopping list already. So yeah, so that's both of our lunches and all that. So let's move over to dinner. So the first thing on a Sunday, always like to have something really easy, especially after such a heavy lunch. So let's go for noodles. I know I've got noodles at home. Jake's absolutely fine to eat noodles every single day of the week, so he's quite happy with that. So I'm gonna do noodles. Just trying to think of things that we do all the time that we know we like. Let's have chickpea stew. So Tuesday, what should we do? Something that's easy because I won't want to cook properly 2 nights in a row. Let's just do pizza. And I'll just put pizza down. What should we do on Wednesday? I tell you what I do that's really nice. Glazed teriyaki sausages. What should we make on Thursday? Pasta bake. Let's do pasta bake. I know I've got pasta. I know I've got chicken in the freezer. I know I've got frozen sweet corn, frozen broccoli, frozen peas. I need mozzarella. Ooh, aubergine rice bowls. So if I got rice down. All right, Saturday, what should we do? So Saturday, we've got friends coming round. So I need to make double of it. Let's make chicken wraps. This looks like an expensive week. I mean, I'll see how I'm doing. Like, this looks like an expensive week to me, honestly, but most of the things I might be able to take out. So I know, like, these are only like £1 each, tops. It's all rubbish. I don't need those, but I like them. It's a lot of veg, actually, to be fair, but like, I've run out of staples. Like, I know I've run out of oil. Garlic's cheap anyway, so that doesn't matter. Spices are expensive. They're like £1 something. I might have chickpeas. I might have chopped tomatoes. I might have rice. I might have teriyaki sauce as well. But all the fresh stuff, I might even have distilled vinegar's like 30p anyway. So, I need a lemon. That is my meal plan, besties. Let's go ahead and let's go. I know that I want to go to Tesco because Tesco has their own brand teriyaki sauce, which is super, super cheap. So that's where I'm going, bestie. I'll see you later on. So I went to Tesco with my meal plan and I went shopping. It was absolutely fine. I think I found everything that I really wanted to, and going shopping or with a shopping list, I actually found really, really stress-free because I didn't have to worry about sort of what am I going to get and like how am I going to get my money's worth. However, I did run into some pitfalls which I will share with you towards the end of the video. The only thing that there was an issue is the teriyaki sauce that I normally buy, which is Tesco's own, is normally £1. I had to buy a £2.50 version, but that wasn't the end of the world. So in terms of breakfast, muesli and cereal and toast was not going to be an issue. We had all of that stuff, and that is the sorts of things that me and Jake like to have for breakfast. So that really wasn't on the agenda, to be honest. I had soup a lot and bagels a lot. Normally I might sprinkle maybe a takeaway in there or something like that, but I was trying to be good and meal plan properly and spend my money wisely, so I didn't do that. I stuck with it and it did get a bit boring, I'm not gonna lie, bestie. Jake was absolutely fine at work. He had his Rustler's burgers and his pot noodles and stuff like that, and then we met up on the weekends. We had that fry up and we had the bacon and eggs, absolutely fine, and not wrong with that, besties. Dinner time is where it kind of fell apart for me, because what I did is I planned out some lovely meals that I've made tons of times. I knew how to make, I knew they were relatively healthy, like there was nothing wrong with the meals. However, what I didn't factor in, other than the night where I decided I was going to have pizza, I didn't factor in the fact that all of this takes a really big amount of time to make. Particularly the chickpea stew, it just takes a long time to make because you have to cook it for a long time, because otherwise the chickpeas are really firm. Like, it's stuff like that. So my meal plan wasn't as effective as it could have been, because I just packed the week full of the things that I really like making and I really like eating. But what I didn't factor in is the fact that I couldn't be bothered most nights to make that stuff. So while I did it, it was a massive effort. There was particularly a Friday night when I had the aubergine rice bowl to make. I made it, but all I wanted was beans on toast. And the reason why I didn't make beans on toast is because I wanted to see if this meal plan was going to work for me, but also if I didn't make it, the aubergines were going to go off, and I hate wasting food. So that was the first sort of downfall for me. I meal planned wrong because I didn't plan in really easy stuff, because having beans on toast one night is not a failure. Just because it's got very low nutritional value, it doesn't mean that it's not a good meal, especially in these winter months where you need just something warm. Beans is good for that, bestie. But yeah, all in all, it was okay. Now let me talk to you about cost. Now, I went into Tesco's and with my meal plan and with my shopping list, and I was like, yeah, do you know what? This is absolutely fine. Grab this, grab this, grab this. When I got to the end, it cost me $76.31. I was not thinking about cost once during this whole thing, and I think that is where I truly messed up. I made meals that I enjoy eating and I enjoy making, but I didn't think about how much they would cost to cook and to prepare and how much time, and it cost me more than what I had budget for. So I had to take money from elsewhere to afford this. So if I was going to do this in the future, I will think really carefully about how I'm going to meal plan. So my first thing I'm going to think about is I'm going to plan in alternates for if I'm feeling lazy. Now, there's nothing wrong with swapping around the days. Like, for instance, on a Tuesday, if you planned pizza but you want it on Thursday, there's no reason why you can't swap those days around. But for me, there were some days where I just couldn't be bothered to make teriyaki glazed sausages. So I need to make sure that I've got an alternate of something easier, but also making sure that I've got enough good nutritious meals that I can cook so that I don't waste the food by letting it go off. The second thing is I need to factor in cost somehow. So maybe having to the side of me an online shop app where I can sort of see how much things cost so that I know that I'm not going over budget, because that's where I really messed up this time, because I was not thinking about cost once whatsoever. And while I did plan in a pasta bake and noodles and things like that, I didn't actually quantify how much all the rest of it was going to cost me. I probably will try this again, but at the moment I'm still comfortable with how I shop. Just go in, buy as much as I can, and stop when I've run out of money. And that seems to be working for me. However, if I can work at this meal plan situation a little bit better, I think I can get this down to a fine art, bestie. Comment down below if you would like to see part 2 on where I actually learn from my mistakes and actually do it properly this time. Thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. I really hope that you enjoyed this style of video. I know it was close to vloggy, but it's me trying out something, and I'm really excited to share with you what I'm trying out next week, but you will have to wait till then. Thank you so much for watching this video, having eyeballs on this video, because it truly helps the channel grow. If you haven't yet subscribed, please put down what you're doing and make sure you go ahead and subscribe, because that helps me more than anything. A massive thank you to the patrons who support this channel, because without you, none of this happens. So thank you so much for being a part of my life. It truly means the world to me. If you would like to support me over on Patreon, please take a look at the link in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. Would you like a fiver? Because I would like a fiver. Have a look at the link in the description. There is a link for a Monzo account. Monzo is a wonderful account for people in the UK who can save up into different sinking fund pots digitally. It gives you alerts when your direct debits are about to come out so that you know that you've got enough money to make it work. Now, when you sign up to Monzo using the link in the description, when you spend your first amount of money, you will get a fiver, and so will I. Bestie, that's win-win. Have a look at the Monzo website and have a look at the T's and C's. If it's something that lines up with your values, make sure you sign up, because bestie, you're losing out on money otherwise. But we are at the end of the video. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you next week for something else that I'm trying. So until then, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. And bestie, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.